who have been so faithfully praying for all the souls in purgatory, taking 5 souls each day and offering their souls into the presence of Jesus. We continue to pray for that along with the saints in heaven. Today is the feast of Saint Catherine of Alexandria. Saint Catherine of Alexandria is considered one of the 14 holy helpers. I don't know if you have heard about the 14 holy helpers. This was a devotion that started in Germany and in Hungary around the time when they struggled with the bubonic plague, and they asked for the intercession of the 14 holy helpers. The name of the 14 holy helpers is Saint Agathias, who is invoked against headaches; Saint Barbara, who is being invoked against lightning and fire; Saint Blaise, who is invoked against throat ailments; Saint Christopher, invoked against travel dangers and sudden death; Saint Cyriacus, he's invoked against eye diseases; Saint Denis, invoked against demonic attacks and headaches; Saint Erasmus is invoked against stomach ailments; Saint Eustace is invoked against fires; Saint George is invoked against skin diseases and palsy; Saint Giles is invoked against crippling diseases; Saint Margaret of Antioch is invoked by women in childbirth and against all kind of kidney diseases; Saint Pantaleon is invoked by doctors and midwives and is also invoked against lung diseases; Saint Vitus is invoked against paralysis, nervous diseases and epilepsy; and then Saint Catherine of Alexandria, who is invoked by lawyers and against diseases of the tongue. So you have the 14 holy helpers. I think they're in certain places their feast is celebrated on the 8th of August. But Saint Catherine of Alexandria is considered one amongst them, and she's invoked by lawyers and against diseases of the tongue, and there is a reason for that. She was converted to Christianity at a very young age after receiving a vision, and she experienced the power of the Lord. At the age of 18, she was debating against 50 pagan philosophers sent by the emperor who was disturbed and upset by her faith. So she debated 50 pagan philosophers at the age of 18. And so intense was her debate about Christ and faith that these 50 pagan philosophers converted and accepted the Lord. And apart from that, 200 soldiers and their families from the king's court also embraced the Lord after listening to her. And that is when she was condemned to be executed. All the others were executed as well. And she was condemned to be executed initially on a spiked wheel. But the moment she touched the wheel itself, it is said to have broken and shattered into multiple pieces. And later, she would be beheaded. She was used during the Crusades. Her intercession was used during the Crusades. But because of that debate that she had at such a young age with the philosophers and the conversions that took place because of the way she debated, and that is why today she's considered as the patron of all lawyers, librarians, philosophers, students, teachers, anyone connected with wisdom. Saint Catherine of Alexandria is considered a patron for them. And it is significant for us as well, even when we look into the story of Saint Catherine, to understand that wisdom doesn't necessarily have to go against our faith. What is actually wisdom? From where do we get wisdom? Where is the source of wisdom? So often you get to hear the sad realities of people growing in wisdom and then questioning God himself, not having faith at all, losing the faith after growing in knowledge. And that just shows how small we human beings can become. That our world, instead of growing with wisdom, becomes so tiny, and we are trying to limit it into only what we can understand. There is so much more that we are not able to understand. But as long as we connect that wisdom with God, we are always in a healthy space. The scripture tells us in the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. That is the source of wisdom. The Lord gives that wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. I've been blessed with that knowledge. I've been blessed with that understanding because the source of wisdom is God himself. We would read in James, the letter of St. James, chapter 1, verse 5. The letter of St. James, chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you is lacking in wisdom, ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, it will be given to you. If anyone lacks wisdom, ask God for it. So these